Hey, welcome back to Socialette. This is episode 242. How much does it cost to launch an online course? What a common question. I get asked this so much. And the things in this episode are also going to apply mostly for memberships as well. So if you're thinking of launching a membership, it's basically very, very, very similar things that you need to purchase and invest in. So the costs of launching an online course and a membership are very similar. Now, I feel like there's a big misconception about just how much developing an online course should cost. And I know a lot of you think it has to be this big, expensive exercise. And this really plays into your fear of launching and your fear of nobody buying, because after all, you don't want to invest a ton of money into something that nobody ends up buying, right? So this episode, I'm breaking down exactly how much it costs to create and launch an online course. And I think you'll be surprised that it doesn't cost anywhere near as much as you think it would. So firstly, the costs of planning an online course. Now, I just use Google Docs, which is 100% free. If you're more of a mind mapper, there's a free mind mapping tool out there called draw.io. Trello is another free option because that one's really good because it makes it easy to drag and drop and move things around and structure your course that way. It all depends how your brain works, really. Then there's the cost of creating online course slides, if you choose to do slides. And again, free options. So you don't have to do slides. You could choose to do 100% direct to camera. However, that is a little bit more advanced, and I wouldn't usually recommend it for your very first course unless you're already a pro with video or unless you have a very good video editor to do it all for you. For slides, I usually use a combination of PowerPoint or Canva. PowerPoint isn't free, but Google Slides or Keynote, they're a really good free alternative. Canva has a free version as well. It's beautiful. I love it. And that is basically all you need to create your slides. Okay, then there's the cost of recording and editing your online course slides and or your video. Now, assuming that you're not going to get a professional in to record and edit your videos or your slides, then you're going to be DIYing them. Now, if you have a Mac, you can record your screen and audio using QuickTime, which is already installed on your computer. If you don't have a Mac, you can download and install the Zoom app for free. And what you can do is record your slides and audio that way. So Zoom is like a conference calling app, but you can just create a call by yourself, share your screen, and hit record. Those are the two free ways of doing it, and they're really good if you're just starting out and you're on a minimal budget. But the problem with those two is you can't use them to edit. So you'd have to either edit it in a third-party app or just not edit the video at all. Now, I personally use an app called ScreenFlow for recording and editing my slides, my audio, and my direct camera video. So you can kind of drag and drop it all around. It's super easy to edit. It doesn't give you very advanced features, but that's part of what makes it so easy to edit. And I actually use it to record my YouTube videos because it's just so much faster than iMovie. It takes way less time to export a file. Now, that one is a one-off cost of $129 and it is worth every cent in the time that it will save you in editing your videos. So you can find it at stephtaylor.co/ScreenFlow. Okay, now let's talk audio for a second. Do you need a microphone to create an online course? I'm going to say no, you don't have to have one, but using a microphone will mean much better sound quality and therefore a much better experience for your students. And a better experience usually means you can charge a higher price for your course. You can get a pretty decent microphone for around $100 to $150. I recommend the Blue Yeti or the Blue Yeti Nano. They're really easy to use. They look kind of cute, which only really matters if you're recording video too, but you just plug them in, record, super easy. If you're recording video, you need a camera or you can even use the webcam that's built into your computer. That is totally fine too. Cameras can be mega expensive, but you don't really need that. I just use an external webcam by Logitech for most of my videos. It's the C920 and it set me back around $100 and it's good enough quality. Okay, then there is the cost of hosting an online course. And there's only one platform that I use and that I recommend for hosting courses, and that's Kajabi. Now, Kajabi does literally everything you need it to do, from being a landing page builder, a checkout tool, hosting your course videos so that you don't slow down your website. You can even use it as an email marketing tool, which is something that I will chat about in a second. Now, Kajabi takes care of all of the back end tech. So rather than you having to manually duct tape together all of the different plugins and the different tools and the different apps and having to figure out how to do the billing yourself and how to code and design a fancy sales page, you can do it all in one place really quickly and really easily. At $149 a month, it's not cheap, but unlike some of the cheaper platforms, Kajabi doesn't take a percentage commission of your sales. Plus, absolute worst case scenario, you sign up for a month, you launch your course, and if nobody buys, you cancel it. And I actually have a 28-day trial link that I can share with you. So you can grab the 28-day trial at stephtaylor.co/Kajabi. That's Kajabi. Now, a big hesitation that I often hear is, if I offer lifetime access to my course, do I need to pay for Kajabi forever? And that's a no, because you can always choose to take your course off Kajabi and make your files downloadable for your students from a Dropbox folder or a Google Drive folder or wherever you choose to share them, right? And that way they still have lifetime access to your content. So remember, you can grab your 28-day free trial of Kajabi. It's part of their Kajabi challenge, which aims to have you creating and launching your first product within 28 days. That's at stephtaylor.co/Kajabi. Okay, and then there is the launch, the costs involved in launching your online course. Firstly, there's Facebook ads. Do you need to run Facebook ads? And the short answer is no, you really don't need to, but you won't reach as many people, and therefore you probably won't get the numbers that you're dreaming of or that you hear about. You know, the 6-figure launches, those usually happen with Facebook ads. There are other ways to market your launch for free, things like collaborations. These can work really well as well. And then I always suggest, after you've started that pre-launch campaign, I always suggest launching with an event like a webinar or a challenge. Now, if you're running a webinar, you need a webinar platform. I currently use livewebinar.com for this. There are so many different ones out there. As a free alternative, you could always do a Facebook Live into a Facebook group. You also need an email marketing tool, which I mentioned before, right? Now, that is somewhere to collect email addresses and be able to send out emails to your list during your launch. Believe me, this is crucial. Kajabi can do this for you. It's included in their plan, or alternatively, you can use a third-party one like ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, ConvertKit, and then just plug it into Kajabi. And that's it. Those are the only things that you need to invest in for your course. And as you can see, a lot of them have free alternatives. Obviously, with the free things, they might not work as smoothly or as slickly, but if you're just doing your first launch, you're just starting out and you just want to test the waters, there is no reason why you can't just start by doing things scrappy, you know? And then as you prove your concept, then maybe you can upgrade and start to do things a little bit differently. So that's really all there is to the costs of launching your online course. Thanks so much for listening, guys. Make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss any new episodes released every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you're enjoying the show, please, I'd really appreciate a quick rating and a review in iTunes or Apple Podcasts. Thanks so much for listening. Catch you next time.